Hello children, in last class we had started with the second chapter, that is the lives of hunter-gatherers, isn't it? So I know many of them have not got the textbook yet. So when you get the textbook from the school, I'll revise the first and second chapter again. Okay, we'll just revise it. Fine. And if there is no textbook, so concentrate on the session and make a note in the rough book so that when you get the textbook, you can, when you read the chapters only, you'll understand the topics and you'll gain something from that. Okay. So in last class, so that is before the human beings could evolve. So there were many tree-dwelling mammals. Yes, tree-dwelling mammals called as primates. They were living. So that is the tree-dwelling mammals means the animals that were found in the tree. That is like apes, orangutans, gorillas. So these kind of tree-dwelling mammals were called as primates. So the primates were among the most advanced, and they included the apes. Yes, and over millions of years ago, the apes that were in the Africa, they started to walk upright. So they started to walk upright, and the apes that walk upright were called as hominids. So we had learned, right? So they were called as hominids. Why they started to walk upright? Or because since they were walking in four legs, so they could not trace the dangerous animals that were on the tree, and they could not pluck fruits. Right? For their survival, it was little difficult. So when they slowly, it didn't happen suddenly. Yes, as when they started to walk upright, it was easy for them, to spot the dangerous animal on the tree and also to gather the food for their survival. And also, as years passed, so the hominids, when they started to walk upright, so they didn't look like us. They had long ears, and the jaw was different. They had very big teeth. Yes, and the skull was small like monkeys. You have seen monkeys, right? So it was not like us, the Homo hominids. So when they started to walk upright, so gradually, as after millions of years ago, they started to look like us, like they were called as Homo sapiens. So when they started to look like us, like Homo sapiens, that is Homo sapiens means thinking man. So they started to think. So to live what they want, food, isn't it? So they started to hunt animals with what they hunted. So it is not possible to hit the animal like this and to kill the animal and to eat it, right? So they started to use stones as their tools to hunt animals, and they gathered the food. Food means the roots, the leaves, yes, the flowers, the fruits for to eat. So that way they didn't know other than hunting and gathering the leaves, plants for survival. So the people at that stage, that is that period, were called as hunter gatherer. So since they used stones as their tools, yes, for hunting purpose, that age or that stage or that period is called as Stone Age. So in Stone Age only, man came to know using the stones they can kill the animals. Yes, so only that age is called as Stone Age. So the Stone Age is also called as Paleolithic. In Stone Age, man used what tool? Man used stone as their tools for hunting. Okay, that is why it is called as Stone Age, and the Stone Age is also called as what? Paleolithic Paleolithic age. So paleos means old and lithos means, lithosphere. Lithos consists of rocks and stones, isn't it? So lithos means stone. So it is called as Old Stone Age or the Paleolithic Age. And here, when the hominids gradually they changed to the Homo sapiens, that is after millions of years ago, it didn't happen suddenly. Okay, so after millions of years ago, the hominids changed to a new kind of species called Homo sapiens. Yes, and they use tools. What tools they use? That is, they use stone as their tools for hunting. So at that time, at that period, so they didn't know anything other than the hunting and gathering food. So they were called as hunter gatherers. Okay, and the whole day they spent in the jungle, in the forest for hunting and the gathering. So since they spent whole time for the food, in search of food, they were called as nomads. They were called as what? Nomads. Nomads means what? The people who move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. So they don't stick on to one place. They'll keep on moving as the earth's climate changes. Yes, not day by day changes is called as weather. You already know that. So it takes many years to change. So since the earth's climatic changes, according to that, the humans started to adapt themselves. Humans started to adjust themselves according to their requirements. Yes. And what kind of requirements? So when there is a climatic change, the forest got disappeared, and many animals and birds, and also the leaves, the plants, whatever they were gathering for their survival got disappeared. So slowly the early humans also started to go further. They walked far distance for their survival. So that is how that is why they were called as nomads. So apart from hunting and gathering, they didn't know anything, isn't it? So they lived near the river valleys. Where there is water, they used to live at that place. Okay. At that time, the population is also not that much. They used to live in bands, like say 20 to 30 or 50 people in a group. They used to move. As the climate changes, they used to move from that place to another. The movement of that movement of moving from one place to another is called as migration. Fine. Yeah, as I told you, they modified natural that is conditions to suit their requirements, isn't it? So they live very simple life. What kind of life? Like only hunting and gathering they know. Other than that, they didn't know anything. Fine. So according to the that is the natural climatic changes, yes, according to the natural conditions, they started to live in caves and tree tops, yes, for their protection also. So to protect themselves from wild animals, they used to live in caves and tree tops, yes, and they also used barks of tree to as their clothes, and also the animal skin. So after they killed the animals, they used the skin of animals, they cleaned it, and they were using it as to cover their body. They used animal skin to cover their body. So this is how they were living. So when there was a seasonal variation, so like when the rivers got dried up, they moved from that place to where they find the water, where they found water. So they had to vacate that place and they had to move. That type of movement is called as what? Migration. And gradually they moved to the distant land across the continents also. That is how the early humans spread across the world, all over the world. The period where the humans learn to make tools out of stone is called as what? Stone Age. Stone Age is also called as Paleolithic Age. So under again when since at that time they were the people, the early humans were only hunters and gatherers. So when they started to know that using the stones we can kill animals, so they observed the way they were behaving. So the human behavior changed stage by stage, like how they made the sharp tools out of stones. So they thought that if the edge of the stone is sharp, it will be easy for them to kill the animals. Yes, it was not that hard like previously what they were doing. So like that they started to observe the things, the changes that were happening around us, and they started to adapt themselves according to the changes. So that is how, so and also how, so that was the thing. And how the discovery of fire, when we talk about the fire, so how they discovered fire. Yes, when before discovering the fire, how they were living at the during night time, so how they were protecting themselves from the wild animals. Yes, these many questions will come, isn't it? So fire, that is when the lightning used to strike, so the forest was catching fire. At that time they used to take the tree branches that were lit with the fire, so to near the caves, and they used to put the branches to the that, and they used to live like that. So when they came to know that they can keep the wild animals away from the fire, so they discovered fire. So how? So like friction. When they started, they learned to light a fire with the friction, like by rubbing two stones. When they saw the spark between the two stones when they were rubbing, so that way they discovered fire. So now, what is the difference between discover and invention now? Discover and what is the difference now? So discovery means what? Something that already exists for the first time, but nobody has found it. Nobody has found before. So it is already discovered. Fire was first only there. So but people didn't know how to make use of it, isn't it? So that is what the invention means. What invention means? To invent something, to create something with the materials, whatever the materials we have. Yes, to create something with that, with our own ideas and skills. So that is called as invent, to invent. So that is the difference between invention and discovery. So example for discovery is, in last year you might have learned. So Christopher Columbus discovered North America accidentally, isn't it? So he was finding the sea route to India. Accidentally he discovered North America. Yes, that North America continent was first only there. It was already there, but he thought it was India, and he went there. But that is how discovery means, it where it already exists, but nobody have found before. Okay, that is how the early humans discovered fire. How? So while they were rubbing the two stones against each other, they saw the spark. So with that, they came to know that they can protect themselves from wild animals, away from their caves, and also kept themselves warm. So at that time, they were before wearing the clothes, that is making use of the barks of the tree and animal skin. So they had to cover themselves, isn't it? So, and also at that time during night it was very cold. So to protect themselves from cold also they needed fire. So that is how, when they got to know that animals are frightened with the fire, seeing the fire, they will run away. So like this, they discovered fire, and later on during the night time they used to light up the fire in the caves, and gradually they came to know that they could cook food using the fire, and they can keep it for longer time. They used to eat raw only, right? So it may be the animal or the plants, leaves, whatever they used to gather. Yes, they used to eat it raw. So when they discovered the fire, they came to know that by cooking the things in the fire, they can keep the food for longer time, like that. So that is how the fire was discovered. So now way of life, how they lived their life. So they lived a very simple life, as I told you, right? So they didn't know anything other than hunting and gathering food. Isn't so? And also at that time, during the Stone Age time, the population was not that much. It was not so dense. So they lived in bands, like 20 to 30 people in a group, and they didn't have any leaders also. So what they used to do, if they go for hunting, all the members, all the band, that is all the members that were there in their group used to go for hunting. If they go for gathering, all the people went together. So like that. So later, they started to think. So that they started to share their task, like few, like if men go for hunting, women will go for gathering the food, nuts, leaves or plants. Yes, like that they learn to share the things, share the job or whatever it may be. They started to think like that. So as stage by stage after, so these things didn't happen suddenly. So it took millions of years for them to change from hominids to Homo sapiens. When they were hominids, they had hairs, right, on their body, their structure, their face structure was different. Structure in the sense, not the thing, the jaws or the skull was, the head was very small. So when it took, like how the virus or the thing gets mutated, it gets changed by itself. The same way, the hominids also changed to a new kind of species called Homo sapiens that look like us, isn't it? So the same way they started to think wisely. They started to they discovered fire and making and using the stones. Using the stones, they thought they made a different kind of weapons. Yes, like choppers, scrapers, and also the burren, hand axe. So there are many tools. So clever. So there are many tools where they use the stone and they gave a shape for it. Yes, like burren. Burren is a special type of flake tool. It is like oval shape. It is just like this. It is a kind of stone. It is called as burren. So they used to throw that towards the animals to kill the animals, and they made spears. So which were in triangle shape, like this, somewhat like this. Yes, in the front, in the front it was very sharp. They used to take the like here they used to tie with the wood stake or with the bone. So like this, they made large tools also. And the chopper they used to kill the small animals. So later like that, and even in the Paleolithic stage. So there is a lower Paleolithic, middle and upper Paleolithic stages are there. So at the starting, they use only stones as their tools. But at the end of the Paleolithic stage, they were well versed in making knives. Okay, they were well versed in making knives using the stones and bones, shells, and fashionable, that too different shapes, and also the shapes used to be like this something. And here to old, they used to they used to tie with a wood stake, bone, or like this different kind of spears. So they were well versed. So these, how we came to know the different shapes of knives or the tools were used at that time. So all because of the remains that we have, that the archaeological department or the archaeologists have discovered it. Yes, so there are many remains found in the all over, so over the across the world. So like say in that is the Bhimbatka caves in Madhya Pradesh. Yes, they are a cave painting. So they also at the end of the Paleolithic age they also came to know to they also know to tame the animal also. So those pictures tells about the living of that period, how they used to dress and how they used to tame animals and what kind of weapons they used. So the weapons paintings also are done on the rocks. So using those things, we can say that in the Stone Age, people used this kind of stones, and they used tree leaves or tree barks as their clothes and animal skins as their clothes, like this. Yes, and the best cave painting comes from the France and Spain. So there also, where all over the world means everywhere the early humans got spread. So due to the climatic change and in search of food and shelter, they got spread over the distant lands across the world. So yeah, so that was about the chapter. So the chapter is all about the hunters and gatherers. So how the ape family got, that is how the apes started to walk upright, and gradually, slowly they changed themselves to Homo sapiens, the whom they look like us. So now we humans are the, for which family we belong to? We belong to the ape family only, isn't it? So you can ask questions like how, why still there are many monkeys and apes, gorillas are there. So there are different. So they belong to different kinds. There are many kind of species that time, isn't it? So that is how they have evolved. So due to many changes, due to the climatic changes maybe, so they started to think and show the similar, so that is they show similar like human behavior changed, and they started to invent, discover. So for very first thing is they discovered the fire, so later on they invented wheel, isn't it? So these about the invention of wheel we'll discuss in the third chapter. So in this chapter, you will know that is the chapter is all about. So why the early humans were called as hunters and gatherers? How was their lifestyle? How they lived? So where they lived and what they ate? Yes, how they gradually changed themselves, and how they adapted themselves to the natural conditions. Says these things you will study in this chapter. So hope you have understood this chapter. I'll not do the exercise part because you all many or might that many might have not got the textbooks yet. So once you all get the textbooks, read the first chapter, that is the study of history. So study of history means, see, we didn't know that how they discovered fire, or how the early humans, how humans evolved, like how we are like, or the things what we are using, or the comforts what we are living, how these came, isn't it? Only when we study our past, we will come to know that how humans evolved, from where humans came, so how the humans got spread all over the world. Yes, like these things will come to know only when we study about the past. And what history teaches us, it educates us. Yes, by not making the same, by not repeating the same mistakes that were done in the past. So as the humans go, when we look into the advancement of the humans, so what we'll see, he will never go back, right? So the thinking way, so he will be advanced in thinking and all. Yes, these things you will come to know from studying history. So next class we'll start with the third chapter. By next week, hope you all have got your textbook. Okay, thank you.